Welcome to Village TV, the story behind small business and entrepreneurs. I'm filming here at SidStart in Sydney, and we've got Brad from Third Spaces. Brad, welcome.
Thanks for being.
It's really good. Now, actually, Brad's joining me because he's just finished up a meetup with a bunch of co-working spaces across Australia, and he's been basically come to share us the story behind co-working and the momentum of co-working in Australia. Brad, what's happening there?
Well, so look, co-working is growing exponentially at the moment in Australia. By the latest count, there are now 120 odd spaces around Australia, and that's across capital cities and also now including regional areas. This morning we all came together to talk about where we're at as an industry and how we can take it forward. We're talking about industry conference, how do we organise to better support the industry, but also to support our members, which are, the startups, the freelancers, everybody that comes into our spaces.
And there's such a wide variety of co-working spaces now in Australia. You've got your techie-based stuff, your small business, your incubators, your accelerators. The variety of options for business owners or people going into business is very wide these days. Tell us a bit more about who out there and what they're doing.
Yeah, I guess one important thing with co-working, we're not necessarily driving this, we're responding to this complete and utter shift in the way that people go about working, in the different options that are available to them. And when I think about the diversity of what we have here at the moment,
Yep.
I actually think it's nothing compared to where it's going.
Where it's going.
The suite of different options for people to work in different ways, that's what's driving this emergence of a co-working community for exactly what you're looking for at that point in time.
I find it quite interesting because we heard from people out in Queensland, out in the regional areas doing amazing stuff. We heard about people in Perth in the regional areas doing mining co-working spaces, sort of renewable energy co-working spaces. And it's amazing how diverse and wide range it's getting for people out there. Is it becoming a case of people are tailoring to different needs and different options, but it's also a case that you as a person can go and find what best meets your needs?
Absolutely. People love that choice.
Yes.
And also we're going, the number of careers that people are expected to have these days. People are changing jobs every couple of years. People are expected to have 7 different careers in their lifetime. And even some people are even predicted that their career is now going to go for 100 years.
Wow.
Just their career. So, there's so much variety out there and there's so much need for people to work in new ways.
And tell me, Coworking Association, the future of co-working, where would you like to see the Coworking Association of Australia move forward, and how do you see it moving forward?
I'd really like a forum in which co-working operators can learn from each other to be able to get better at what we do. I don't want us to all reinvent the wheel. It's hard enough trying to make a new business in a new industry work and do it alone. So I think there's a great deal of knowledge that we could be sharing and learnings. And then when we go out to the marketplace, there's a lot of co-working spaces, but co-working, it's still fringe. This is not the absolute mainstream yet. So there's a lot of education that we need to do in the market, and whether that is to government, to corporate, or indeed to small business and freelancers, to let people know that there are these other ways of working. And together, I think we can actually do that as an industry association.
Couldn't agree more. I got to tell you, before we end off, Brad, is that I love the free giving nature of everyone in the room today. Everyone just wanted to share. Everyone wanted to be part of a community, and I love that community spirit. You've been in co-working now for a long time. Can you describe what it means to be part of a co-working community?
Yeah, it means to be free to do and work what you want and not do it alone. We're really social beings. We've got the ability now to run a global business from our living room, but we still don't want to do it alone. No. We want to be a part of something.
Skype's just not good enough.
But one of the biggest satisfactions I get now being able to see co-working over a long period of time, and now with hundreds of people coming through the hub. This works. People do connect connect with each other.
Yeah.
People do grow their
Definitely.
businesses. And one of the things that I actually see is I see happier people working on their projects.
Absolutely.
And when you're a happy person coming to your business each day,
Yep.
it's going to be a successful business.
I love it. And let's run off now, Brad. From Third Spaces, tell us a bit more about Third Spaces and your involvement in the co-working fraternity.
Yeah, sure. So look, through Third Spaces, we want to change the way that Australia works. You know, we are about growing the collaborative capacity of people, of companies, of cities. Because in Australia, if we're going to keep on punching above our weight and you know, having our next boom,
Yes.
I'm a big believer that it's going to be through collaboration and
Yep.
connecting that diverse knowledge capital that exists within Australia. And I genuinely see that over the next few years, we're going to see hundreds of work hub communities pop up across Australia.
I look forward to that.
And you know, it's going to be an infrastructure, and more importantly, a connected infrastructure where people are going to be able to actually leverage resources and contacts across Australia. And I just can't wait to be a part of that. And if I can keep contributing to growing that industry,
Yep.
I'll be a very happy person.
Thank you so much, Brad. I got to tell you, the ability to connect and collaborate through co-working spaces wherever you are is so important, and I no doubt that it will help you grow your business. Brad, thank you so much. I
Thank
really
you very much.
appreciate your time. That's Brad from Third Spaces. Thank you so much for joining us here at Sid Start. This is Village TV. Make sure you subscribe and join us for many more exciting interviews here at Sid Start. Bye for now.